interviewing of people like Mr. Woods, if you asked him if he was fearful he would hit it in the rough or in the water, he wasn't fearful of it. He never thought of it. It doesn't come into his mind. I mean, it may in fact happen that that happens, but it's not a thought pattern of his. His thought pattern is something other than that. It's one of success. It's one of being ready for whatever is placed in front of them. So as we walk down the street, as we drive our automobiles, as we go from our home to our office with all unaccountable things in between, are we ready for anything that transpires? Are we ready to exude that part of us that brings forth the best aspect? Because there is a point in time that we have to accept that. And that mindset is what separates individuals. There are people in this world that 70, 80, 90% of their day is wrapped up in fear of one form or another, is wrapped up in lack of one form or another. There are other individuals that, maybe 10% of their day or 10% of their life is wrapped up that way. The trick is for us to always be in the moment of spirit, in the moment of with God all things are possible, in the moment of being able to stand full and complete no matter the circumstance, no matter what's presented. In the moment of understanding that this being, this entity, is merged with and part of something that is eternal. And hence this is eternal. And this is unlimited. In the moment of with God all things are possible now. And that continues on day after day, regardless of what physically is presented, regardless of where we walk, regardless of circumstance. So it is for us in our lives to start accepting the fact that we're tournament ready, and not to view ourselves as working at it. Most of us have been working at it all our lives. It's time to stop working at it and start doing it. And it doesn't matter if our business seems to be failing, or if it seems that something else is going on, or it doesn't matter. What matters is that we are ready to bring to whatever situation is in front of us that which the situation needs. And that we know that beyond any doubt. We know that we know it. That is our sphere of knowledge. And as we have that sphere of knowledge, maybe it is that as we approach this situation, that the love aspect is operating, but it isn't operating at full capacity, and that's okay. As long as it's operating over the course of time or development, it will operate at full capacity. As long as it continues to operate and express, it will continue to grow and expand, never ending. So we have to look at ourselves and understand that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Jesus came to John. John said, "You should be baptizing me." He said, "No, we have to do this. Because there's a purpose here, there's something that has to happen, something has to unfold. So we need to do this." And so John accepted that fact, did what he had to do, and then Jesus accepted the fact of who and what he was. And from that point on, we have the unfoldment of the ministry. So we can look at today as a day of baptism for each of us, that we stop preparing in our lives. And I absolutely I want to say wish, but it's not the right word. I ask you, just stop being anxious, stop being fearful, stop worrying about what you will do. Just be who and what you are, and accept the fact that you're ready and prepared for anything that comes into your life, and that you will handle it with love, grace, poise, because that's who and what you are. You've prepared enough for it. You are prepared. I am prepared. And we move into the next phase of our being. That phase of pouring forth love, harmony, and joy, day in and day out, 24/7.